Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another tech video. I noticed that the tech videos are getting more attention, so I do have another video in mind today that I know will help a lot of people. So today I have another interesting video, and I know this will be beneficial to a lot of people trying to get into tech, specifically data analysts. So I have a whole bunch of questions. I think is 10 questions that I came up with to get that I came up with 10 questions that were most asked questions during my interview. If you watch my testimony video of how I got my data analyst job, you will know that I share my testimony how I had over 20 interviews. I've been going through interviews but for the past year and a half. So I have a bit of an experience when it comes to this interview process. So I came up with a list of questions that are most asked that I think anybody that's trying to get into data analyst should prepare for, because somehow you are going to get these questions asked. So just prepare for them. And yes, so here we go. So the first question is not really a question, but this is something any interview they usually ask you is, tell me about yourself. So this question is where you want to sell yourself. You want to talk about your experiences. You want to talk about what you're good at and what makes you stand out for this position. So tell the interviewer about yourself. You want to sell yourself with this question. I always say look up some questions, some interview questions from professionals on YouTube and how to answer them. And this question is on YouTube. You can watch videos just to have ideas of how to answer this question, because I did that and I was able to draft down something that suits who I am, and that's how I was able to answer this question whenever I was asked. So the next question is, if you see me looking down, it's because I have the questions on my laptop, so apologies. So the next question that they ask that I got a lot is, why should we hire you for this position? Kind of similar to the first question, but this one is more specific. Why should we hire you, right? What makes you so special? What makes you so different from all the other candidates for this position, all the other candidates? What makes you so special? Why should they hire you? So again, you have to come up with an answer to this position that would actually make you stand out, that will want them to hire you. So like I said, you can watch videos to just have ideas of how to answer this question. Yeah. So the other question that I have, this was the technical questions. Like especially I mentioned Excel is one of the requirements for data analysts. So they will ask you, like, one question I got the most was, name 5 formulas, Excel formulas that you use often. So you gotta come up with 5 formulas. Learn, practice anywhere between 5 to 10, just in case they throw a number at you, a random number, but you have to know specific formulas and that you use or that you use often. So that's another question that I got asked the most. And the next question is the use of pivot table. What is a pivot table and what is it used for? You have to be able to answer this question. Pivot table is used to summarize data. You have to be specific with what type of data, because they will also ask you a follow-up question, like what type of data have you used a pivot table for? So you have to know how to answer this question, because these are like specific questions that people will easily bomb and you will miss an opportunity. So try to go on, like I said, go on YouTube. Everything you need answers to is on YouTube. Practice, practice, practice. Watch interview practice videos and practice. This is what I did to prepare me for my job. And let me tell you, I just want to encourage anybody, if you're going through a whole bunch of interviews and not getting a call back, just keep going and just keep applying and keep having interviews, because each interview is going to get you closer and closer and prepare you to get better and better. Because let's say if they ask you a question that you don't know the answer to, or you think you didn't answer to the best of your ability, you can record your interviews, or you can remember the question and write down the question and then later do your research. and so you can be able to know how to better answer the question next time. So that's an idea. Another question that I got asked the most is, have you ever used dashboards? And if so, what do you use a dashboard for? What kind of data did you use a dashboard for? That's another question that I got asked the most. So you need to be able to prepare for that as well. Another question is Tableau. We all know Tableau or Power BI. You have to know, you have to have some type of experience with them. Even if you don't have like hands-on experience, just watch videos and know how to use the tool. So that'll help you better answer the question. So I would say prepare for that type of question. Like what type of visualization tools have you used before? You can say either Tableau or Power BI, and then able to watch videos on these tools and what they're used for and how to actually maneuver them. So when you're asked, you will be able to answer them. So another question that I got is, I got this question almost every interview, is how to remove duplicates in Excel. So this one, you have to prepare for this type of question, because almost, like I said, almost every interview I got asked this question, how to remove duplicates in Excel. So this one there are a ton of videos for this question on YouTube. This is also one of the questions that I prepared for. Another question is how to find blank rows in Excel. How to find blank rows, because let's say if you get a data that's not clean, right? There are a whole bunch of blank rows. How do you find the blank rows? How do you highlight blank rows? How do you delete blank rows? That's a question that might come. I got that question a few times. How do you find blank rows? Or it's either how you find blank rows, or how do you highlight blank rows, or how do you delete blank rows? Or sometimes it's all three questions. So you have to be prepared. You have to prepare how to answer this type of question, or if you get all three, how to answer these questions. Again, there are a ton of videos on YouTube that you can watch to prepare you for this type of questions. Another question that I got is, how well do you work under pressure? So this one is, you should be able to answer this, just like I said, just come up with ways to answer it to impress the interviewer. Another question that I got, this is the last question actually. There are more questions, but I just came up with like 10 questions. So another question that I got asked is, have you ever worked with a difficult manager? And if so, how were you able to handle the situation? They asked, I got this question, and I got also, have I ever worked with a difficult coworker, and how was I able to work through the situation? How was I able to, just create a positive environment where, where your project that you're working on, you don't allow the conflict that you're going through with that individual doesn't allow the conflict to overshadow your project or to hinder your project. So you have to be able to answer this type of question. Have you ever dealt with a difficult manager? If not, have you ever dealt with a difficult coworker, and how were you able to handle the situation? So those are I had more questions, but those were the most asked questions that I got the most. So I would say if you are looking to get into data analyst, these are questions that you should prepare for. Write them down, but write these questions down and practice. If you're not sure how to answer a specific question, let me tell you, every single question that I mentioned, I was able to get like example answers on YouTube. And then I was able to word it into my own situations. So those are examples of most asked questions. It's a Friday. I know I look a bum, but you guys know I'm also documenting my lock journey. So I just wanted to show you guys what my hair look like right now. I'm almost 3 months locked. So this is what my hair looking like right now. And I'm so proud of it. The back is not looking so good. It's been like 2 weeks since I got my last retwist, and I'm trying to go another 2 weeks. I'm trying to let this one last for like a month before I retwist again. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys these questions. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. Thank you for your support. I truly appreciate all of you. I will be back with another video soon. Bye bye.